interest.
Oh my.
Not that I recall.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world...
I just hope this thing...
That may very well.
What's that supposed to...
Nothing beyond what you... Come.
No, there's one thing we gotta find first, though. One thing.
Will-o'-the-wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
My personal favorite Easter egg.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Praise the sun! Hopefully that's a steel sword. Not steel, silver. Hot damn, it is a silver sword.
Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal line?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing. One lives but once.
She just pretty much did ye old English YOLO.
Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Can I talk to her real quick before and
jump in the well.
Oh, okay. Whee! Haha, it's on fire! I live, bitch.
Portals in a fountain?
It was a secret passage.
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary. Thus I... Never mind that. Has the young lady...
She has. And stop...
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying, manipulating girl?
Regis, what happened to your...
Apologies.
Let's go.
Hopefully with everything that I've done, everything between her and Henrietta is going to be alright. I hope.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other.
So sensitive.
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve.
I doubt he'll be in the...
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. Yet I owe him.
Let's get ready. Deadloaf.
And there's gonna be a fight. Yeah, her ribbon thing.
But how?
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
There we go. And also the theme that you're about to hear has also been referenced in Cyberpunk 2077. Let's go! My turn. Now it's my turn.
Both of you!
Didn't plan any of it. Tell me what happened.
Cherry gods, start praying now!
Clipped your wings, bitch. Ow. Era, bitch. 'Tis not no male wa moshinderu.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Ew.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Usually wear something different, better suited to
my
my
trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though.
Just don't exactly feel
Feel
comfortable in it.
And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now,
That is
be
actually
so
something
kind
I
as
legit
to
also
stand
despise.
still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's
I do
highest
adopt-
honor, the Order of Vitis
When it comes to
demands appropriate attire.
games with me,
The
I
Duchess
do
cannot
tend
be
to adopt
expected
a lot
to
of
drape
characters'
the medal on a
personality
suit
traits
of
and
armor
whatnot,
caked in mud.
but
Palace
it's
protocol
part of the reason why I
places
latch on to
enormous
Geralt so
emphasis on
well,
form,
is because
virtuous tradition,
in
etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which
everything
values
else and
appearances
whatnot,
ahead of all else, which calls for lordly,
again,
glistening triviality.
I would
and
be a
misplaced
perfect Witcher.
audacity.
Ceremonies,
Medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep...
Mean you suddenly believe the
The
five virtues theory after all
we
we've
revealed.
Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her?
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them.
She
You
can,
cannot wit who else...
or
He was
could.
the one to pass the victim.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
It's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. One for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had... Oh!
Kid, my patience is Where'd they...
I don't know.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. But you must focus now and...
Well, at the shop...
Where's that?
Everyone knows.
Thanks, kid. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? You,
To talk.
gentlemen, either get out along with these scram.
Decent folk you mention.
Why?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois?
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of...
I need to plug my phone in because it's like
All right,
102.
I can take a hint. Come, time to go. I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm great.
What did they want?
They are neighbors. Wish me... I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned...
The boot black.
Any of your...
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you... You can question them your...
Thanks.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve.
Recently, 4 of you delivered
Does anyone know what's the...
Why should I squeal? We were up...
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right?
I got one too.
I still have mine.
It's a matter of importance to...
But I was to deliver it.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
The Duchess herself.
Well. I must say, even I did. This time you will see to our Duchessa.
Judging by this,
Yet first you must snap.
puzzle...
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain teaser and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a...
Duchess was to be Detloff's last.
Indeed. The look...
4 seemingly random victims to start. The Virgin obscured the victims' links to Sienna, even as she had those she despised killed off one by...
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henriette... She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions.
Why would Sienna murder her own...
Yes, yes, and yes. Or...
Actually...
Praiseworthy, I suppose. She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe... Some philosophers think... I believe you mentioned that...
Courtiers were in... One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of... So...
You assume correctly. I shall await your...
Trying to be a little bit quick about this because it's like 1 o'clock now, but it's close to the end anyway, so...
Julie.
Now bring us some thick pudding and bring it right.
Keep calm. Start, no brawls.
I need to pee. didn't even realize my headset was still on. I can't change out of this, right? Because fucking... Hell, do I hate this outfit. Yeah, I know. My swords are all screwed up.
Halt!
Need to see Sia.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts.
Ah, fine then. You're that wit.
Promise to be brief.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate.
Have you come to see how I fare?
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Simply a compulsive snoop.
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished...
Because she turned her back on you, then banished.
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery?
Definitely gonna tell her.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please.
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette. Time eats away at memories, distorts them.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour.
Let's go.
Hopefully this will be the first time I get like the ending where everybody lives and well, except that lab because you got screwed over, but the ending where everybody lives and whatnot. Because if it is, this will be the first time for me seeing this ending. Even though the actual
Damien.
good ending is actually when they both
It's
die.
about time. Ready for the ceremony?
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. In fact, you'd do best to... Very well. Let us get things underway.
My drip is not applicable. Yeah.
In the guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production...
You lost them all in the fire.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the...
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze.
Thank you. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our
What up,
next
bitches?
point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award...
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal,
5,000
a
crowns!
wine normally reserved for the gustatory experience of a life.
Feels like a second distinction.
I trust you shall make good. In a moment I shall speak. You returned my sister to me, yet you also show as head of state.
If my presence will help in any...
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders, which...
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Great. Thus, I have asked Geralt to
Also, what the fuck
advise
is
me.
that woman
As
doing
one
there?
impartial, I shall now hear...
I'm a Jedi Knight.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the action.
What is he talking about?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought Mia. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for Your dagger hurt most. You were my...
Claim to understand them all?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as... She was all I could cling to.
That woman is just standing there with like this 1,000-yard stare. Like, just like, what the fuck? Just look at her.
You were
And
children
I'm here
then.
too.
You and your sister both had no control over what
This
happened.
looks interesting.
Witcher, she had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish platters, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hip. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find it... It's true. The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. They cast me out.
Why the fuck is this woman just standing there?
Only one to understand me. You.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent... Since the day you vanished, I have... I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you...
I get the feeling it's gonna be they both died.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
Huh.
How do you find my personal brew?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile.
Fascinating.
All I could say is this batch turned out
excellent.
excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stop.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing.
Fresh mandrake root this variety is highly toxic.
Even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts.
Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage
corpse.
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
I think they actually did both live. Magic helmet.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
Well, at least while I got one.
Regis!
You need
Those Bruxae.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstance.
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have an... Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
No, just not the life for me.
Sure,
might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter,
fill up on wine.
But I'd rather keep moving.
It's not a choice being a witcher.
And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we do something harrowing must happen? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not?
We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him.
Sure wasn't easy, though.
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Actually, I'd love to go home. Couple other things. Gonna be this kind of an epilogue thing, but you arrived a little too late. It's pretty much like an epilogue thing, but world map. We gotta stop to make first. Yeah, about everything's broken now, ain't it? Don't you just love durability in games?
Work doth one ennoble. Greetings.
What do you have?
Hopefully that golden eggs and... God damn it. It is time! Well, at least it was time to begin on it. Damn. Brr.
Farewell.
Good luck.
Hopefully before the next DLC I'll have the rest of the, at least the Wolven armor, Grandmaster Wolven armor made.
Citizens, a plea from Her Illustrious Highness. The Ducal Chancellery is swarmed each day beyond capacity. Droves arrive to demand...
Disperse! The exhibit of the National Doggery Monument
Poor.
Bitch. But the drip shall start to be made.
What a day.
Oh, ooh la la.
Or the drip has started to be made. And thine quest shall never end until I get said drip.
Vivat Juso!
But until I get said drip, which I don't know how long that's going to be until I find some until I do some Witcher contracts that I didn't do, and everything else under the sun, which, by the way, will be off screen because I don't do I don't know. For the most part, I haven't done side content in mainstreams, but y'all know. My shit weird. If I deem it interesting enough, I'll do a couple chill streams where I do some Witcher contracts, but for the most part, it's going between now and whenever I start Hearts of Stone, which might not start in October. Yeah, we're just going to be on break after I end this.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Unexpected as ever.
If you screw up in a relationship, it'd be Siri showing up.
Won't you even ask why I've come?
Wouldn't get a straight answer.
Quite true. I missed you, Geralt. Come outside. We can hold hands.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading.
Huh. Always thought you too busy to make time for...
Because I was. But now. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know... And you know what? I like that. Which is why I came here.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely, and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe.
Might need to think about changing your color palette.
And I'll wear scents to... I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kind of strange having a home.
I must say I never...
Was something of an act... Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard. Good enough?
Yes.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white,
Oh, yeah. The unicorn. Fine.
I knew you'd see...
Why is she like fucking
Never
on top of
thought
a
this day would
unicorn?
come. Me and you, peace and quiet, bees buzzing, birds.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the kid.
Yeah, and I'm...
Damn it.
You win.
You win
this
time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway?
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both... Never change, Geralt.
So?
Of course.
Well, that about does it for Witcher 3 for right now. As you see with the quest, that's now auto hit. That's what's going to be next when I stream this stuff next. But I got another tough, grizzled smartass that needs to be getting back to and whatnot. And also, I got to go to work soon. So for right now, Witcher 3 is going to be on pause. If you see me playing it, if you're on Discord, on my Discord, friends and whatnot, I'm doing side content. I'm doing gold so I can get the Grandmaster shit. Grandmaster shit before anything else. Like, comment, subscribe. Some of my Patreon. Peace. I'm out.